What is going on, guys? sgtfrozt here with a quick best settings video for 2xKO. Just to let you guys know, I'm starting a new channel, sgtfrozt 2, that's going to cover all of my fighting game content from 2xKO all the way to Marvel Tokens, so make sure to like and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with all of my new videos. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. First, what we're going to do is the first thing we're going to do in settings when we go to video is make sure that our full screen mode is on full screen. You get more frames, your mouse doesn't go off screen by accident if you accidentally hit it, and it just makes your game run smoother with less input lag, so turn on full screen. Make sure your main monitor is selected. I don't know for whatever reason, but this game when I started it up, try to put it on my second monitor. Make sure it's on your main monitor if you have multiple. My resolution is locked into my main monitor since it already detected it, so that's a good thing to know. For VSync, we always want to make sure that VSync is off, never turn this on. This setting is a crime against humanity and should be punished. For max frame rate, me personally, I have a very good computer, so I'm going to leave mine on uncapped because I want as many frames as possible. It makes it better for frame data, makes it better for fights, it makes it better for backdashing, everything in between. If you're struggling a little bit when it comes to frames, I would recommend putting it on 60, but for me, if you have a decent PC, I'm going to leave it on uncapped. Now, into the graphics settings. Anti-aliasing mode. From my testing so far, FXAA is the best for all PCs. But yeah, the best anti-aliasing mode is to just go into FXAA. You don't really need MSAA for this game. It's just going to make things look a little bit sharper. But if you want the most frames and for it to look good, stick with FXAA. For shader quality, turn this on low. There is no reason for us to have shaders up this high in a fighting video game. You want frames. Self-shadowing, turn that off as well. For texture quality, you're actually going to want to put this to high. When you put texture quality on high in most video games, that takes the processing off of the CPU and puts it onto the GPU. So that way your CPU can worry about keeping up the frames, keeping up the PC performance in general, and you can put all your graphics processing on your GPU unit when you have this on high. So for texture quality, leave this on high. For detail quality, if you want to make sure that your frame data is connecting, you could see your hits, the hit boxes, the stun boxes. You know when your opponent is in knockback and in full stun, hit stun, leave this on high. For contrast reduction, I have this on off. And for bloom, we're going to turn this to low as well. There's no reason for these two settings to be that high. Now that we're done with the video settings, for audio settings, you can go and tweak your audio if you need to. I have everything usually on decent levels. The only thing I wanted to talk about is, where is it at? Special effects volume. Make sure you always have that on 100% so that way you can hear hits that when you deal out hits and when your enemy deals out hits as well. For controls, pulse combo, if you're brand new to fighting games, I recommend turning pulse combo on so you can just get used to how combos work with light attacks, medium attacks, and heavy attacks. That means all you have to do is just press that button 3 to 4 times in a row, and it's going to give you a combo with said attack, whether it's light, medium, or heavy. If you're basically seasoned with fighting games, you don't need this on, so turn that off. For preset, you can actually set up different profiles for different button combinations, which is actually really nice if you want to have a different button setup combo for controllers, one for a fight stick, one for a hitbox. I'm on a Razer Kitsune, so I'm going to change this later, but it's good to know that you have different profiles. For your control type, you have combat and lobby avatar, just so you guys know. You can also test your controls now, which is very nice to know, so you can see and make sure your controller is working and that it's plugged in. I'll test my Kitsune out later. And for advanced, if you have controllers, these are dead zones that you're probably going to want to adjust. I'm not going to really try to use pad and a controller for this game, so I'm not really going to worry about changing this, but if you want to change it for controller and you want to make sure you get your dead zones right, there you go. For gameplay settings, number of rounds, timer for match settings, CPU difficulty. This is just so you can lab and test on your own if you want to come and test out match settings. Language, I leave it on English, and that's really about it. Oh, there's also chat filter. I like turning this off so I can talk shit. But yeah, those are all of the best settings for 2xKO, and make sure you guys like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. My next video is going to be explaining pulses, and then I'm going to do fighting game glossary, and I'm going to just put out a lot more educational and fun content for 2xKO and Marvel Tokens. So if you guys enjoy fighting games and want to join me on my journey of content creation and fighting games, make sure to like the video and make sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.